All right. It's time to check our audio. You feel me?
Okay.
Just to get this right. I don't want to do this episode again. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Oh, there it is. That's the 1, 2, 3 before I start this live.
Oh, hello. Hello.
All right. It looks like we're good, my name. It looks like this episode is gonna be the episode that we actually get good audio.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Welcome.
We actually
Let's
have
do this.
to. Yeah, we're just gonna go right into this. We already shot this, but for audio reasons, we have to redo this. Hopefully this is the last time we have audio issues.
Hopefully.
But if you know what I'm saying, but for y'all that came in and tuned in, welcome to the show. Today we're really gonna just talk about who's really a legend, but not really who's really a legend, because we actually have a series where we're gonna break down about 100, 200, 300 battle rappers, put them in different tiers, and we're gonna really distinguish who is a legend. We don't care if you've been battling since before Smack in the Corner or if you're battling right now. We're going to kind of just draw the freaking lines. Um, but with that being said, man, I just want to say, I have a couple of lists of battle rappers, and I definitely want to give you the opportunity to say if they're a legend or not. But after you give yours,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right. I think, well, again, shout out to everyone tuning in. We did have some difficulties, but I had mentioned to my counterpart here that when it comes to legend and what I've been listening to recently, I have to shout out to Queen Latifah. That's a real Jersey legend, a real hip hop legend, a real pioneer when it came to doing all of this. So shout out to her and all her accolades, including outside of hip hop. Right, it's definitely bigger than just the music.
Facts, facts. All right, so I'm gonna give you just a quick hit, and I want to get your opinion on them. All right. So with the first one, I'm
All right,
gonna
let's
hit you
go.
is yeah. So for the first one, I'm gonna hit you with is Joey Jihad a legend? Not a Philly legend,
Um,
a legend in
no,
Atlanta.
no. Is he a legend? I don't know if I can say he's completely a legend. We've tried to break this down, and it could be a situation where one of our legends says he's a legend, and he could be. But for now, if I could put him in a category, it would be Hall of Fame.
All right, cool. So I like that. So my name's introducing the Hall of Fame concept that that you can definitely. I feel like there's three categories in battle rap. It's like the NBA. One can get in, but there's legend, a Hall of Fame, and then we got greatness. You were great. Um. So yeah, so you put them in the Hall of Fame. All right, I
Yeah,
like
I
that.
want to, of course. Just based off what it was in those times, it was different. Talking about what rounds are, it's not particular to anybody. You just had to have bars, and you had to just be
Facts,
ready.
facts. So what do you think about Jin then?
This is where
Yeah,
we it,
yeah, it gets
it
kind of
became very
dicey.
interesting, very
Hmm.
dicey. Um, we might have to put Jin as a legend just because he broke down some barriers, and just based off what it was at the time. It was gaining a lot of popularity on TV, Fight Club, and he even got a career off that. If that's not legend status, I don't know what it was not, right?
Yeah, no, that's facts. Is Iron Solomon a legend, a living legend?
Iron Solomon, a living legend. I don't know. That's an interesting one now.
Cause you got to
Um,
remember that he did. I mean, I don't know if he ran the game, but he was actually one of the, when he was battling Math and that the T-shirt guy. Again, and again, we have to kind of take uh, the fierce in the schedule, right? Because back in those days, like he was battling everyone in the street corner, but that didn't mean that they were fire. Um,
True,
so
true.
right, so where does Iron Solomon fall in that?
Oh man.
And you say breaking barriers, he was right white kick cooking, going to these hoods, destroying. You had a classic with Matt Hoffa.
I guess just off those, I guess you could say he's a legend. But there's just some things that even with that, I've seen the disparities. I see where a legend could be better than another legend. So
Oh
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's where it gets interesting. But yeah, for sure, I think he's a legend. I'll put him
yeah,
legend.
yeah. Me too. I agree with you there. Um, I feel like I had a couple of good ones. I can't kind of remember them. Cause I
We
know we
talk
did, I know
X
we did a
Factor.
brief. Okay, so yeah, so and becomes kind of interesting because we don't want to. This is when my I have to just talk the truth type of shit comes out. Just because, right? Because I don't want to be disrespectful, but just because you were the first to come out of a region, I don't think that makes you a legend. I think that makes you a local legend. But
Okay.
I don't think it makes you a legend. Like for example, Big T to me makes I think he's greatness. I don't even think he enters Hall of Fame. Um, he has classic moments, great moments, amazing moments, but I don't think he enters like that Hall of Fame. Like I'm gonna like I don't know because I want to make the Hall of Fame special too, right? For
Of
example,
course,
X
of course.
Factor to me enters that I think he's beyond greatness because I feel like he ruled the game. He was number one. He was number one.
Yeah, facts. No, he had a very interesting run for the longest time, and I think a lot of people wanted to battle him. I don't know what happened after going against Goods. I don't know if things happen outside of life, but yeah, I mean, I shout out to him and Jerry West. That battle was phenomenal.
But yeah, hell yeah. I didn't see it, but I heard you keep telling me about that damn
Oh,
battle.
yeah, nah, yeah, they both did their thing, man. They both. Shout outs to them. That was an crazy, incredible battle.
Word.
But I can see that. I can. So you're saying that he's Hall of Fame.
Hell yeah, without a doubt. Because he has impact. He has shit that you still remember to this freaking day. Even though
So
those, yeah, go ahead.
no, we're gonna say even the what?
Yeah, like for example, like I've been watching Batman for a while. I've never had the impression that anyone was scared of Big T. I feel like
Oh, okay, I see.
I feel like people respected Big T, and you definitely gotta when you battle him, you gotta show out because he will beat you. But I think in order for you to be a legend, there also has to be a fear component to it. I feel X Factor had that fear component to him. I feel like Charlie Cliff had that fear component. Loaded Lux, Murder Mook, DNA, right? You have that. If I battle him, I could get 3-0. And I think X Factor
Okay.
had that for a little bit, right? Even like, and again, like even, and this is what I'm saying, where I have to be truthful. Tech Nine had that for a little bit, but I don't think maybe it's because I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's I don't think he's a legend. I don't but is he a Hall of Famer? Right? Is Tech
Who?
Nine a
Tech
Hall of
Nine?
right?
Uh,
I feel like X Factor, Tech Nine, Midwest Miles, they just entered that Hall of Fame, but I don't think they cross over to that upper echelon.
yeah. It might mean that we just need to make more categories to fit people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't think he Tech Nine doesn't reach it. Um, Big T, again, one of the greats, and Midwest Smile. So it's very interesting, the dynamics, and I think we'll eventually and definitely we will do this in a future video. We're gonna break it down because these terms, they have to be specific, and that would mean that we don't want to show disrespect to those people who are deserving of that title of legendary.
Yeah, like Loaded Lux.
Yeah.
Right? Murder Mook. Even DNA.
Titans.
Yeah, we're talking about juggernauts, right? A big topic of Hitman Holla. Hitman Holla is a certified legend. That's not even debatable.
Yeah, I don't even know why that's
that's crazy. That's wild. And it kind of leads into my next topic. And again, too, I think we all are accordance that Sue Surfer is also a legend. We will break that down in another video. We may do like a 5-minute video throughout the week about just addressing that. Because I think there's just we need to take the time and just kind of break down. People deserve like a 5-minute segment on their career. I think just doing it too fast is also disrespectful. It's because of how much time they put in just to categorize somebody in a box like that.
Out the blue.
The legendary one, I feel like everyone else, I feel like we can kind of run through. I kind of want to lean into this topic, and I want to get your thoughts on Cassidy. I want to get your thoughts on Hitman Holla and them going against each other.
I don't know how this battle format is going to be. I think it's been very interesting. The times that I've seen the battles, because I've only saw them live, so I never replayed them like that. Mm-hmm. First watch, even versus Goods, I could say Cassidy it looked like he won a round.
Yeah.
Same thing with Arsenal. Arsenal didn't blow me away with going versus Cassidy. There's just a few things that I think that Cassidy might polish more. If we just get straight to it and doesn't have to keep rapping, and because although that's how he is, right? Even on wax, like even what I've seen recently, he's a puncher. If he could find a way to still talk to him while he's punching, I could see it being a very hard battle for Hitman. As weird as it sounds, and I don't know how to describe this, and I don't want to say Hitman Holla feels like he's an underdog here, as weird as it is.
What?
I feel like Hitman Holla is kind of the underdog here, because or maybe that's, I don't want to use the underdog. Maybe it's more like Hitman Holla still has something to prove. Whether we already know he has these accolades, we know he can do bars, performance, but there's still an expectation here that, and this is why I think it's troublesome too, because why do we have to put Cassidy in such like he's trash? Why do people put him as trash? Because that's some bullshit. That's the biggest That's the biggest bullshit. So it looks like if you don't blow Cass out the water, you're trash, and that's what's crazy about this. That's dumb, and that's why I feel like in this case, Hitman Holla could be considered the underdog, because you have to prove to us that now you're a legend, and that's what's stupid about this.
Listen, yo. Listen, Cassidy 3-0. See you in the Gulag.
Yo, I don't know if he's gonna 3-0.
See you in the Gulag. I don't care.
I'll say that he'll take a round. He'll take a round. He'll definitely take a round.
I'm kidding. That's what I want to say. I want to say with all my heart, Cassidy 3-0. But guess what? It can't.
It can't.
It's impossible. Listen to me. Listen to me. The face off. Listen, he's a god at the face off. But guess what? It's just, oh man, Cass. Listen, man. Listen, my favorite shit about Cass is that in a small. But again, we have to kind of chill. We can't disrespect. Cassidy in
No,
a
bro.
small room can definitely do something in a small room. If
I think
RBE
it'll let
sets
all
that
his bars
setting,
get out.
yeah, if RBE sets up that setting, remember he did good against Disaster. Is that good enough to be him and Holla? Hell no. But again,
Now,
yeah, yeah,
this would be his third battle, like, at this level.
yeah.
Something I'm still interested in would be again kind of what the Reed Dollars approach was. Last we saw Reed Dollars, and I think he's officially retired now. So shout out to the general.
Damn,
He went
is he
versus,
retired?
I think his last battle was versus Rump.
And guess what?
And you didn't watch that battle, you said?
No, no, I didn't. And guess what? He's a certified legend.
No, that's you can't debate that.
He's an
No way.
undisputed legend.
Just off impact alone, just the way he rapped, just off alone, dude, he was a legend. That's crazy.
You a
I
family man? Straight up the family man.
and
Legend,
man,
bro. What?
I don't know how to explain this, man. And you can't. As funny as it sounds, you'll never get that type of presence on camera again. Um. So shout out to Reed. So I'm saying, do you? Because if you did see that battle, Reed painted it in a beautiful way to kind of say like, yo, I still open the doors for you young cats, and that's the respect that you have to put
At
at,
all
at,
times.
at all times. If you before you was rapping, your boy Cassidy was on the block in front of rapping in on an instrumental right there, like on the curb, just chilling. Like, I don't know how to explain this to you, but
Bro,
this is kind of the
you
same.
know that 8 minute freestyle he has when he's chilling with his niggas. I think he
Yeah,
messages
that's
in the
what
background.
Yo,
Bro,
that's what I'm
bro,
saying. Like, there's
I
a
can
layer.
recite that. I can recite that word for word.
You love that shit, man. The
I
Dorito
love that
chips,
shit.
all that, everything. You love that.
Like the freeway. Yeah. When y'all crumble like Dorito chips. I pass your brick every day. Yeah, I don't see no bricks. Yeah, I'm a bro. This guy is a problem. But guess what? You know something crazy? This is something I don't want to. Again, this is crazy. That freeway battle, I will put that round for round with most of this shit that I'm hearing right now. Which
And th-
it sounds crazy. What I'm saying. It sounds
that
wild, but I would when I throw around, I would pick those rounds against these scrubs, bro.
and this is why I feel like it's always harder to be Cassidy. Having the public spotlight at one point in your life, certain
Yeah,
things that's made public, like the car accident, all this stuff,
bro,
it's
damn,
just interesting. So
it's gonna be
we'll,
bad.
we'll
It's
see
gonna be
how.
bad. It's gonna be bad for him. But listen, that's the. I love Cass, but he picked the wrong matchup. He picked the
So it.
worst person. Like literally, he has a better chance against Sue Surf.
Do you know what you're talking about? This
What?
guy never loses.
What? He's like a 98%. He boxed up K-Shine. Listen, Sue Surf was like listen, watch this. This is how much of a legend this guy is. Sue Surf's claim to fame is that he beat Hitman Holla. Do you know how crazy that sounds? His claim to
Yeah,
fame is that he beat Hitman Holla. That's
that
crazy,
that
bro.
was that was a hell of a battle. Let me
But
tell
but
you.
but that still serves like his stamp is that he put in battle after they beat him and Holla. That's how good this guy is. And you're gonna go and battle this, like, listen to me. This guy, he can animate your car crash and make it sound crazy in a small room. He did the man what? In a small room.
No, I don't know why people think that he can't rap on a small room. No one's whoever's saying that, get out of here. Get out of here now.
To me, he's more dangerous in a small room. He's crazy.
This is why I don't know, man. I don't know what could happen, but a part of me, I'm hoping. Just for the culture, I want to see the best Cassidy. I want to see the best Cassidy.
My name.
I want to see the best Cassidy.
He picked the worst person, bro. Matchup for matchup, the worst guy you could pick. He did. I hope that check is good enough to have that. Because at the end of the day, it's like, listen, he could have gone against Tay-Rock, he could have gone against Shotgun Shug, he could have gone against any of those, and I'd be like, all right, he could.
Nah, I don't think it's the same thing.
Listen to me.
I think Cass is calculated, man. Cass is calculated. Bro, I don't think people give him that credit.
So how calculated? So I'm willing to put shots on this. I got him at 3-0, bro, and I love Cass.
3-0?
Listen to me, and I'll take.
Nah, I got Hitman Holla 2-1.
I got 3 shots on that.
It's not gonna be 3-0, and if it's a 3-0, it's gentleman. I'm telling you, man. Every battle I've seen versus Goods, people, I would give that more gentleman 3-0 than anything. Versus even Arsenal. I'm telling you, there's a 2-1 debate. On a good day, and if I was wavy, I give Cash 2-1. Cause that Arsenal thing, he was just disrespectful, but he wasn't like barring him. Oh man, I don't know, man. But versus Hitman, we're talking about a few things. We're talking about he has been out the game for a grip. The last battle we saw was versus Bill Collector.
I thought I was a Cassidy fan.
Yo, you did.
You got that, bro. You got that.
Yo, let me tell you why. He's at every corner. This guy is just trying to perfect the craft. Because I think it was the most frustrating part is that he's taking it more serious than these guys. But this is what I'm saying. This guy is messing up. He's too, bro. It's almost too raw for battle rap. Now you need a little more finesse. You need a little,
He's like
shit, man.
He's like, how Cortez, that's technical. Like, for example, I used to watch Cass, not even for the bars. It's for that aura that I'm a god, I'm the greatest. But he's listen, look, and I don't need to disrespect, because again, I love Cassidy. My girl don't watch battle rap, right? Like, she doesn't. She just watches the Queen versus Kings. She loves that shit. She watched every single Cassidy event, right? Everyone religiously. And she goes, "Is Cassidy battling?" And I go, "Yeah, against Hitman Holla." And she goes, "Oh nah. I don't know. I don't even know who Hitman Holla is, but he's getting killed."
I can agree with you on the popular vote, right? Because that's there. And again, now we're talking about performance.
No, I'm saying that Cassidy's getting killed. No, I'm saying that Cassidy's getting killed. She don't even know the other guy. She just watched so many Cassidy battles that he is trash to her.
No, and I agree. I think what ends up happening is there's still an expectation put on him. So when a bar comes out, he ain't getting no reaction, he's flustered. Because he feels like that bar, I don't know how to explain this. Because this is how, I don't want to say this word because I don't think it's self-absorbed, but he feels, this is why I'm telling you that he never loses. Doesn't matter if on the polls he lost, he doesn't lose because, he's believed so much in what he writes, and this is what's crazy about it. But objectively speaking, I'm not think he's gonna. What happened?
My girl just said in the chat, yes I do. Bro, I'm telling you, I understand what you're saying, bro.
No, he's not gonna win. I'm not saying he's gonna win.
No, it's not that. Watch this. I'll bet 3 shots.
All right, that he doesn't win a round.
No, watch this. Either he doesn't win a round, it's a gentleman's 30, or it's a 2-1 body bag. And you know what I'm talking about. When your nigga can win a round and he still gets body bagged. We're talking about like one of those Hitman Holla, Math High for T-Rex shit. But in reverse.
I want to agree with you there, but I don't know what I'm hoping for Hitman Holla, because I'm trying to think what is he gonna do, what has not been said already. And I'm not saying that he's not creative. I think Hitman Holla, I think that is what I'll give to him. But if I could say one thing that can sometimes come off from Hitman Holla, there's some bars situations that comes off as corny too.
For sure. I actually would give you that. Except for this one thing. When Hitman Holla goes against an Aver, a John, well, I can't even say John, but yeah, John, because John did come after his neck. He goes
they're bad.
Right? Arsenal. He goes against, when he's going against a star, even
he turns up.
Even Susan, bro, he goes crazy. You're gonna tell me he's going against Cassidy? That's a body bag. That's a body. And listen, I love Cassidy. Look, he's one of my niggas, bro.
I agree. I'm agreeing.
I like to be still like NyQuil. Put you right to sleep. I'll break your ankles if I like your sneaks. Put your mouth on the curb. I fuck with
right
this
dude.
Yeah, man, I fuck with this dude. But guess what? It's just he needs to stop. So he needs to.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how long a round is gonna be, because I feel like that's his shortcoming. I swear to God, he feels like every bar got a hit sometimes.
I know. He's like, that was hot. Like he's like.
And again, if the crowd's not reacting, he's like, "Come on, man!" Like,
but that's why that's small room, man.
This is what I'm talking. I don't know what RBE is gonna do, what this format's gonna be like. I think it's definitely gonna be hot. This is gonna be the first time since we've seen him and Holla in this, in this quarantine, kind of thing. So, I'm not gonna shy away from his performance. He's now more than ever. He's had camera time. I don't know if he's gonna have freestyle ability now. I don't know what Wilder now has incorporated or if it's given him a skill. And then on the other side, it's does this mean that Cassidy's becoming more polished? Do you think he's getting better after what we've seen? From disaster to good to Arsenal.
This is funny because with Cassidy is the only time I do something. It's gonna sound crazy, but most times, people do this, right? I think I have Cassidy at such a high scale that for me, it's like he started here, and he's like, I don't expect him to do better. I just want to see if he can just stop doing worse.
I think we can both agree on that, and that's kind of what I was trying to say. Like, I don't, and this is why I always give him kind of like the benefit of doubt. Like, if you kind of even like because again, I haven't had the chance to replay this, but I feel like if you really extract the bars, I feel like more than not, even the people that he went over, like versus, they had fluff. They had fluff too, but he's more directed at them, and I think that's what I appreciate about him.
Okay, I can see what you're saying.
So that's what's weird about this. We're not
you're like making me back. Like I'm a fan.
It's weird. It's just weird because battle rap isn't like that anymore, and I think that's. Oh man! And I think that's that. We're jumping in the Gulag.
See you in the Gulag.
Hey, I can come out the Gulag. I can come out the Gulag. So, if not, you guys are buying me back. So
exactly, bro. We'll see where that goes.
So it looks like consensus. We're still leaning towards Hitman Holla winning, and now we're just hoping that Cassidy.
shots, are they on the table or no?
I'm still willing to take my shot. My shots are based off that Cassidy will take a round.
All right, fine.
That's
I'll
what
take
I'm
that.
betting.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay,
I want
because I
and,
think.
and if you get around, I'll take that. I'll take that shot gladly because I want him to win. It's like a win-win for me.
Oh man, so do you think in this battle who do you think should go first?
So
If somebody wins the coin toss, who do you think should go first?
so the way I feel who should go first is, and what I'm saying, acknowledging the chat right here. They're saying he was telling the crowd to shut up when Cass is rapping. I guess she don't like that. But listen, man, it's battle rap, man. I remember, what's funny though? That coincides with what you're saying. Like he's telling, yo, shut up, so you can hear the fire. like,
That's it. And you know what? I would have to say this because we don't know how it would sound on a stage. I do want to give him that because man, he's not the first rapper to say, "Hold it down, hold it down, hold it down."
Oh no, listen. Yo, y'all gotta slow. Y'all too slow. You gotta catch up.
Oh man, people play that card all the time.
Nah, this shit's trash, bro. Gotta come back again.
It's not even worth it to bring it up. Just keep rapping.
Yeah, keep rapping. Again, rapping is not easy, bro. I don't want to, I'm laughing.
No.
It's funny. It's not hard to just get up there and cook. Cassidy, my shit is still like, I want you to win 3-0. I'll see you in the Gulag. I want you to go off. But at the end of the day, gotta be objective. You know what I'm saying? I like to tell the truth. As much as you don't think that I'm hating, I ain't hating. I want you to win.
Would it be in his best interest to go first or last in this battle? I feel like sometimes that adds
is to go first. No, second. You know what I'm saying? Why? If Hitman Holla goes second, it's a death 3-0. Because the last impression on your mind is gonna be him. And if Hitman Holla goes first, you can kind of forget what he did if Cassidy does well. But if Cassidy goes first and Hitman Holla, and then the last impression is him, that's a disaster, bro.
And I think that's what's kind of weird, that perspective in the third round that you can get, where you kind of don't want to hear somebody, right? Or sometimes somebody can, and this is as funny as it is, because first round you kind of want the punch to land. The first punch, you want the first punch to land, and I still feel like that's kind of the same thing in the third round. If not, you just lose the crowd's attention. Because we're talking about third round, it's got to be it. You got to summarize. Third rounds are so important.
Mad hot for it. You get a mad hot for it.
So important.
So
do not Charlie clips. Do not Charlie clips.
Yeah, don't Charlie clips. That's a fact. And again, this is why he's so shameful. We're talking about legends.
Oh my gosh!
Listen, this is why he is though. I ain't gonna lie. This is why he's shameful. Listen.
So who?
Wait, hold on. Do you know why he's shameful?
No,
we're talking about legends, right? We're talking about legends. We're talking about who's the legend, who's the Hall of Fame. The only reason that this guy is not a GOAT, a number one, is because he chose to do that basura that I'm gonna win with 2 rounds and but it's also what makes him listen.
He's too carefree. Yeah,
I got your humor. If there's legends, he's like a mythical legend.
What?
Charlie Cliff is like a mythical legend because I'm telling you why.
What?
It's so hard just to get to the legendary status. It's hard enough. But we always have the question in the back of our heads: what if Charlie Clips just went off, took it serious when he was out on top.
Yeah,
And because of that, it's just he's a mythical legend. He's a god. He's like his own like, little entity. And
I feel that. I feel that.
you know what I'm saying? Because he's just done so much for battle rap with like it feels like half of his energy. He's like you know what? I don't even know what he's like. I try to compare him to like a Dragon Ball Z character.
Majin Buu,
He's like a Frieza.
Frieza, bro.
Yeah,
Frieza gets nasty. So
exactly.
it's not Fat Buu.
Nah, he's Frieza because he could train for 8 months and he turns golden Frieza and he can compete with Blue Goku. But Frieza ruled the galaxy right for years. Like he was number one. That's what Frieza was. And then guess what? He was the biggest letdown. Shit, that's I don't care, bro. He Charlie Clifton for me, he's a Frieza. Will always be a Frieza. He's a legend. Frieza's a legend. And that's it. That's it.
All right, all right.
I don't care. Listen, see you in the Gulag.
I'll, I'll I'll see you there. Because I'm agree with you. He's man. I don't know why, but I see what you're saying. There's always been glimpses where you know this guy. He's a star, man. He is a star.
Yeah, he's a star, bro.
And I say it again. He was just too carefree,
Sure.
which might help him with the freestyle ability, but sometimes in order to win or to come out like you're good, you got to have a plan. And this guy never had plans, or he's just going with the flow sometimes.
Exactly.
So that's not good.
Yeah.
Let's. Should we end it here? What do you think? So our predictions are two. Well, no, not well. We're just saying Hitman Holla is going to win. The shots are based off if Cassidy wins a round. If he doesn't, I'm taking a shot.
Yeah. So if Cassidy wins a round, I'll take a shot.
Okay. All right.
Right? I'm willing to do this too. I'm willing to take 2 shots if it's a body bag, 2-1 body bag or a 3-0 body bag, and I don't want to hear it. The 2-1 body bags exist.
So if
Hitman
Hitman,
bags exist.
and so you're saying if Hitman just he mops him.
Mops him.
He mops him.
Mops him. I'm talking about 2-1. And listen.
Yeah, why don't people use that? They don't use that term anymore, bro. They still use sweep. But what if they mop him? He's gone.
Like they're gone. They're out of here.
Out of here. So they got mopped.
That's it. You gone. You out of here. And you can.
All right, yeah.
You can win the first and still get mopped. Can we agree on that? People can get mopped winning a round.
Yeah, for sure. Any round.
And I'm saying I'm willing to take 2 shots on also a mop. If it's not a mop, if it's not, I'm willing to bet if it is a mop. So if it's not a mop, do I still take the 2 shots? I don't know how that works.
I would have to say that's kind of how it would work. So you're saying that if you get the mop, who's taking shots? I'm taking shots.
Yeah.
So if you don't get a mop, then you taking shots?
Yeah, it could be disappointing if he doesn't. I really convincing
and this is what I'm telling you. Like, why are the stakes like this? And I think this is why it's so terrible. It's so I still think it's so disrespectful to Cassidy, but I understand why. But it's because I'm gonna say why is because Cassidy was talking a lot of trash coming into this.
Yo, he was talking crazy, man.
So and he was saying that he laid the format basically, and then people are talking about, well, we created this platform now, so I guess that's what we're doing here, and that's the case now. So at the end of the day, it's whether if you don't obliterate this guy,
Yeah.
you just did what you're supposed to do, and that's what's unfortunate here.
That's horrible, right?
And that's why I feel like when Cassidy, or if Cassidy even looks like he won a round, they probably won't even give it to him.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. I hope to see a polished Cassidy. Bars is back. Bars is back.
That, bro, I swear to God, I'm about to do a whole bar breakdown of his old shit right now. Yeah,
Bars is back.
I had so many people disrespecting Cass, bro. Like he's not that guy, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm telling, yo, this is what I'm saying.
But it's just listen, man. He got me like in like a rut. He got me in like. I mean, I'm always, yeah, bro. Remember he went. I'm always the one saying Cass is gonna win, bro. I'm always that guy. But I can't do that with him and Holla. Also on that note, because I know we gotta kind of close up this segment and we could probably gotta finish it up. You know what I'm saying? Um, I kind of want you to give another shout out to Queen Latifah because I know we kind of rushed that in the beginning. And
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I want you to kind of just, she is a female, right? She has done a lot for the culture. So I kind of just want you to just kind of I don't know that much about Queen Latifah, guys. So I don't want to, talk like if I know shit. So I'm going to let my name handle that.
No, of course. Again, and just like I stated in the beginning, she was really a pioneer on in the hip hop like culture. Like obviously there was other female battles, not battlers, female artists like um, MC Light. We're talking about Roxanne. So many artists, but Queen Latifah just did something just very different. She took it not only she just made the culture bigger in every facet, whether it was acting, music, just showing out for Black women in general. And in that era, you wasn't getting that anywhere else. So shout out to all her accolades. Not so many people could do that. Not a lot of people is winning Emmys or Oscars plus rapping. Like,
Plus rap.
you're not doing that.
Yeah.
And she's still rapping. That's when we shouted out her with Rhapsody, who has made some songs. I think I've also heard her recently with DJ K Slay, Living Legends. That was Jadakiss, Queen Latifah, and Bun B on track. You'll never get that anywhere else. But yeah, it's amazing what Queen Latifah has done for our culture. If you get a chance, listen to her music. She's put a real stamp on Jersey. Jersey stand up right now, like she Jersey. That's it, Jersey.
Jersey. Word. So on that note, we're gonna leave you guys. Well, we're gonna shout out some type of living legend. Shout out even people, local legends, people that mean something to us, or even in the comment, people that mean something to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely give a shout out. Kind of acknowledge those people. We love to give flowers while people are still around. That's kind of what we really believe in out here. So tune in for the next episode. So you can kind of see the next shutout, see the next topic. It's not always going to be about battle rap. I know it has been about a lot about battle rap.
True.
Right, but we are going to kind of branch out. We just fixed our audio, right? So we got a lot of things to work on, a lot of different ideas. We're very multi-dimensional, as you could tell by the chess segment. But in order for you to kind of figure out what we about, you just gotta hit the like, comment, subscribe, share, and kind of saying. And as long as you fuck with us, we fuck with you. Hit the comment, and whatever you want to talk about. Again, I'm pretty sure me and Monique can talk about it. And yeah, so that's kind of what all
We want to hear your thoughts. Yeah, we want to see if you guys are liking this, or even snippets or things you disagree with. We want to hear all that.
Yeah. Facts.
So do us a favor and chime in. We want to hear you guys.
Yep,
we want to hear you.
Yep. And we will be doing also individual segments throughout the week. So we're going to be doing a lot of different things. So as just again, subscribe and you guys can get the latest content and yeah, man. On that note, peace.